The Wolves battle the Grizzlies on Fox Sports North Plus.
The following is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox. We are Minnesota.
There hasn't been a college hockey game played on Thanksgiving in nearly 2 decades. And on this most traditional of holidays, who better to start maybe a tradition than these two old historic rivals? And so for Scott Reedy and the Gophers, after a win and a tie against Wisconsin last week, they turn their attention west and they welcome in the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota, ranked number 3 in the country. Welcome, everyone, inside 3M Arena in Mariucci. I'm Charlie Beatty. I'm joined once again by Ben Clymer. And Ben, a rivalry weekend last weekend with Wisconsin. Now the Gophers look the other direction, and a very tough North Dakota team comes to town.
Well, this is going to be an outstanding series for lots of reasons. One, can't wait to see the Gophers play against the green team. But secondly, what a team. All of a sudden, North Dakota has become 3rd in the nation. They're playing some great hockey.
And this series, of course, all about the historical memories. Nearly 300 meetings. You end up with some pretty great moments. And let's go back to 1979. Neil Broughton, of course, he dives for a goal. And, of course, there would be many other Gophers to do the same after him.
My favorite goal in recent memory is that right there. Blake Wheeler, understanding that it was about the logo on the front, not the name on the back. Not a surprise. He's a captain now in the NHL. And if you talk to players now in the NHL on either sides of this rivalry, they will speak so fondly of memories and hatred created in games like this.
And, of course, we spoke to the coaching staff about this rivalry as well. Bobby Boldig is downstairs with more.
Well, guys, does it get any better than this? Thanksgiving night with two programs that have faced each other nearly 300 times since 1930. Now, the two combined have had 13 national championships, with North Dakota winning the last one in 2016. And, guys, this Fighting Hawks team comes in ranked 3rd in the country. They haven't lost since mid-October. So it'll be a big test for the Gophers, but it'll shape up for a real fun weekend.
This past weekend, Gophers versus Badgers is awesome, but I think this is a whole different level of bad blood between the two teams. I think, we both hate each other, and, it goes back as far as we can remember.
Slowly but surely, I'm learning the North Dakota rivalry, so it's going to be intense. I'm excited.
I'm for sure looking forward to playing at home. It's my first time in the 3 years I've been here where we got to play at home, so, it's going to be a different atmosphere for both teams, and it should be really fun.
The thing that defines a rivalry is both teams win. It's not a rivalry if it's a dominated series, and that's one thing that this series has gone back and forth for decades, and it's a wrestling match, and let's wrestle it out and keep moving it forward.
A storied rivalry continues tonight in Minneapolis. The North Dakota Fighting Hawks and the Minnesota Golden Gophers face off in a Thanksgiving showdown. That's all coming up next on Fox Sports North.
You are ready now. Discovery isn't just over the horizon. It's in everything you do. Because excellence is a habit. And great ideas don't come ready-made. So bring your work ethic, bring your ambition. This is work worth doing, worth searching, worth knowing. This kind of work is for leaders. This kind of work is for you.
Steak sandwich. The two most vague words on any restaurant menu. What kind of steak? What are you trying to hide, restaurant? Arby's knows the exact cut of steak matters, which is why they chose the tender, juicy petite filet. It's so tender you could cut it with a spoon. Or a complimentary plastic knife. Arby's, we have the meat.
Thanksgiving is a time for family and friends to gather for good food and reflection. In Dinkytown this weekend, hockey fans are thankful for two old enemies getting together to rekindle a historic rivalry. It's Minnesota against North Dakota next on Fox Sports North. And we hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving wherever you might be. This is the only hockey game being played in the United States of America tonight, either by professional or college players. Our Northland Forge starting goaltenders, Adam Scheel has been fantastic for North Dakota this year. Jack LaFontaine, Ben, was amazing last weekend against the Badgers.
Yeah, Scheel hasn't been tested. If you were a Gopher fan, you're going to say, we're going to test this guy, see if he's really got it. Only seen on an average of 19 shots a night. On the other side, Jack LaFontaine starting to find some comfort in the net. This is his third straight start. Not necessarily the starter for the rest of the way, but you have to figure Coach Motzko is starting to like what he sees.
And, of course, you see the number there. Looking for win number 300. Be special to get it against North Dakota. Brad Berry just picked up his 100th as the coach of the Fighting Hawks.
Talking to Brad Berry before the game, he made note that, these guys don't really understand the series. However, he has texts coming in from lots of different players saying Shane Gersich, Brock Besser, amongst some of the most recent to hit his phone when we spoke.
And the first big hit of the game is Jacob Bernard Docker steps into Nathan Burke, and we are going to get a penalty 9 seconds in. Well, it is a rivalry, and welcome to it. Jacob Bernard Docker, of course, he played in the game last year between these two teams, a sophomore.
24 North Dakota, minor penalty interference.
This is exactly what Coach Berry didn't want to have. A very talented, heavy defenseman, first rounder by the Ottawa Senators, step up and eviscerate a player without the puck. The Gophers' power play that was 1 for 7 last weekend, going to get an early kick at the can, 9 seconds in.
So you've got a power play here against North Dakota. Now you have to score, and that's been tricky this year. They've only allowed 3 power play goals on 45 chances. One of the best penalty kills in the country.
Interesting slight adaptation for the Gophers. Robbie Stucker, the 7th defenseman, running the top of this first power play unit. Historically, we've seen Jackson Lacombe and sometimes Ryan Johnson deployed in that position.
Booted in by Brandon McManus, but it comes all the way back down, and LaFontaine has got a man watching him closely. Dixon Bowen drops it off for Stucker.
Many people probably remember Dixon Bowen from the East Grand Green Wave, and this guy can absolutely fly. A real threat on the penalty kill.
Stucker is squeezed to the boards that time by Cole Smith. The Gophers get it back in neutral. Blake McLaughlin moves in. A couple of North Dakota players ran into each other. 3-on-1 down low for the Gophers, and the pass doesn't connect for McManus.
Tough one there. Got to get that puck on net, but he had a lot of room to try to find McManus.
McManus goes back out to the point. Stucker, time to wind one up, and the save by Scheel, and then McLaughlin, as he was pestered by Smith, didn't get much on the rebound. Scheel eats it up, and here we go.
All of a sudden, Ben Myers right in the mix there as Blake McLaughlin was dumped right in front of the net where he had an opportunity to bang away at a rebound.
Take a look at the early chances for the Gophers. First one from McLaughlin.
Yeah, he was looking so hard to find McManus on the backside there. Sometimes you got to realize that, yeah, that next pass might be good. However, got to get a shot on that. There is Smith dumping McLaughlin there. That started a bit of a skirmish.
Reedy on the draw here with Jasper Weatherby. The Gophers win it back out to Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, leads their team in the faceoff department over 60% year to date.
Knocked down behind the net, Andrew Pesky. Gophers trying to pin North Dakota in here. Comes out to Weatherby and punched down by Pullman. The deflection is going to bounce clear for Mark Sendin. He's 1-on-3 as he hits the line, and a shorthanded chance. LaFontaine gobbles it up, and the referee does blow the whistle.
Mark Sendin, a center on the third line that has been rock solid. Spoke with an agent today about that line. He said, Ben, this group gets it. They play so hard. He said, I'll guarantee Brad Berry starts that line, and then he tries to get that group to go out and run the Gophers. Well, he did start the group. They did run the Gophers, but they did give a power play because of Docker's effort.
Shot by Weston Michaud. Never got through. To go. Manny, the captain, heard from him before the game about how much these two teams don't like each other. And in the crowd as well. There's a lot of green here. The power play is over for the Gophers. They get 2 shots, and we are still scoreless. 2 minutes, 10 seconds in.
Not a surprise there to see kill, 93% year to date.
Turnover, a chance for North Dakota. Kawaguchi scores!
Just as I was about to praise the penalty kill efforts of the Fighting Hawks, that is 4th in the nation. They end that in transition off a turnover created right here. Quick 2-on-1. This puck's going to head to one of the hottest players wearing green, Jordan Kawaguchi. Led the team last year in goals, assists, and points. Doesn't have a lot of room there. LaFontaine maybe not quite as set as he would have preferred as you saw him shuffling to his right. Fighting Hawks up 1-0 early.
Gophers aggressive on the forecheck here. Sammy Walker pinned to the wall in the corner. Spun around, and coming out with it is Matt Kierstead. Assist on that goal is going to go to Grant Mismash, who's on the puck now. Kawaguchi had 26 points last year. He already has 19 this year. Long shot by Kierstead, and that one had a lot of steam behind it. Knocked out by LaFontaine.
Yeah, one of 4 5'9" forwards on this team. So not the tallest team with some of their elite players, but they play very hard. The puck pursuit is very much a key attribute to their scoring prowess.
Weston Michaud, new addition to this North Dakota team with the shot. That's deflected up into the netting. Michaud transferring in from Colorado College in the offseason.
Yeah, interesting to see yet another transfer last year tied for first in the NCHC in power play goals. A huge pickup for Brad Berry. Here's Kawaguchi.
Kawaguchi, actually a cousin of former Wild player Devin Setaguchi. Brandon McMahon is busted out. Up there with Ranta, also has Reedy on this line. Reedy goes to the corner, but it's spun away from him by Shane Pinto. North Dakota in. They have 4 players busting to the net. Nobody back there for the Gophers. Recollecting it now is Judd Caulfield. 5th round pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins last summer. Out comes Lacombe, who had that costly turnover a moment ago.
We've talked so often about the ice in Jackson Lacombe's veins. It would be normal for the freshman to be rattled. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. If I had to bet, however, I would say that he's going to continue to play that cool, collected game.
Good stick handling by Caulfield. Played it across. And a nice defensive play by Jack Perbix, back checking, and then throws a hit in the corner.
A huge play there as Caulfield had an entrance to the back door for an easy pass that fortunately wasn't connected because of that effort. The Gophers need to do a better job of communicating because right now Fighting Hawks are coming with a lot of speed.
Jasper Weatherby is underneath that pile in the corner. Ryan Zulsdorf's on top of him. Zach Yon, the Roseau native, digs it out. Nanny scoops it around. Moving over there to pick it up is Ethan Frisch. A lot of Minnesota players on this North Dakota roster, as is pretty usual over the course of the years.
11 Minnesota players suiting up, 7 forwards, 3 defense, 1 goalie.
Frisch is one of them. He's out of Moorhead. Long pass ahead to Harrison Blaisdell. He couldn't get it to Jan. Blaisdell got dumped as he came across the line. He is in pain behind the play. Jan turns in the corner. Blaisdell is crawling, but he can't get anywhere near the bench. Just got up now. And the long shot fought off by LaFontaine. That came from Colton Pullman.
Blaisdell just battling to get off the ice. Says a ton about the heart that player has. And the Gophers very fortunate to not get a knee or some sort of obstruction penalty there. As we'll show you the replay when we have a moment.
Flipped high and out of the zone. Hustling to it is Gavin Hain, former high school teammate of Blake McLaughlin at Grand Rapids. Ben Myers ends up at the bottom of that pile with Smith. Al McLaughlin looking for Marooney, and that one does not connect. The Gophers having trouble getting anything going cleanly right now. Colton Pullman plays it across for Bernard Docker. Early penalty for him, but did not hurt the Fighting Hawks. Hain plays to the middle looking for Adams. Caught up in his equipment, goes to the corner, ridden off by Matt Stoddicker. Back out to the point. Flipped back down low by Andrew Pesky. The other number 4. And Brinkman goes back to get it. Jackson Nelson with a poke check to get it over the line. Pesky back to pick it up.
That was a big clear right there. There could have been some numbers forming for the Fighting Hawks.
Kawaguchi in. Stoddicker trying to make a stick play. They get it in front, and fanning on the shot was Colin Adams, looking for his 6th of the year. Came in with a team-high 5. Kawaguchi has now tied that.
Kawaguchi's clearly came ready to play. The junior has been sparkling so far in this 6 minutes and change.
Johnny Tyconic Into the middle looking for Adams, and LaFontaine has to make another save. Now Sammy Walker able to get his legs going, and he plays it cross ice for Burke. Back in the lineup tonight after being scratched last Saturday. Missed 2 of the last 3 for the Gophers, Nathan Burke. Ryan Johnson in neutral ice, and he's going to pick up a penalty as he was all tied up with Shane Pinto. And the Gophers will be shorthanded when we return. 1-0 early for the Fighting Hawks.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get over $11,500 in total savings only at your Northland Ford dealers.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Jordan Kawaguchi has the Fighting Hawks up 1-0 here, and the Gophers have a man in the box, Ryan Johnson. And here is why.
Yeah, the freshman steps up, and pretty easy call there. Shane Pinto, the second rounder by the Ottawa Senators, hits the ice. Big weekend last weekend. Shane Pinto, pair of goals. The officials are looking over something in that scores area. I believe it is the shot from Nathan Burke that it happened so quickly, but it actually did, I believe, hit the post, and they may be reviewing that.
Bob Motzko looking on. His team down earlier in the first period. Gophers allowing just their 7th first period goal this season.
So it will be a man short. We talked about the power play, 1 for 7 last weekend. The penalty kill, 6 of 7 last weekend, 83-ish% so far this season. The power play, the only metric that is at the top of my note sheet that isn't in orange, aka isn't in the top 10 of the nation for the Fighting Hawks. Goals for is, goals against, penalty kill is 17 and change for the power play marker for the Fighting Hawks.
They have been better lately. 7 of 26 in the last 6 games. 2 of 25 in the 7 games before that. So a very cold start.
Correct, and they've scored each of the last 6.
Jasper Weatherby, who was a 4th liner, but he's out there on the power play and actually has 3 power play goals this year.
So important to maintain control of that puck off the faceoff. Weatherby's been able to give this power play an opportunity to not have to go for a 200-foot skate early.
Our side, Kawaguchi back out as Kierstead. Pinto, awkward wind-up for the one-timer. He missed well wide.
Yeah, a little bit out of the strike zone there, but the skilled offensive player still manages to get some wood on that. Tries to test the far side. Have to see if that's a trend after they're able to find that bar and in marker.
Kierstead brings it across the blue line, drops it back off. Kawaguchi is the trailer and hits the line with speed. Couldn't get it to the middle as it's shut off by Nanny, and now everybody goes to the corner after it. 3 in green, 3 in white. North Dakota emerges with it. Kierstead trying to skate away from Walker. Easier said than done, and a great effort by Sammy Walker to loose the puck. And if it had been a little closer to him, he might have had a shorthanded breakaway. For a player who needs a goal, Sammy Walker cold over his last 9 games.
Yeah, and asking the coaches, though, who had a great week in practice? They said Sammy Walker, and that was great to hear for Gopher fans because it would be natural for him to really have a ton of internal pressure on himself.
Bernard Docker out for Pullman, captain of this North Dakota team. And really part of a North Dakota lineage. His father's the strength coach. His older brother played there. Younger brother right now playing at East Grand Forks.
His other younger brother right on the same trajectory as his two older siblings.
Blocked by Brinkman, and he's able to scoop it all the way down. Heart and soul play there for Ben Brinkman.
Yeah, that's what they're going to need out of the big sophomore. He's going to have to play some heavy minutes in his own zone, make it difficult on some of the offensive players.
Colin Adams busts in. Mismatch had the assist on the goal. Bernard Docker trying to drop it in front. And a wise skate play there by Zulsdorf. Ryan Johnson is out of the box. No shots for the Fighting Hawks on that power play.
Yeah, big kill there for the Gophers. The Fighting Hawks had a pretty substantial lead in the shot column. I was worried they were going to put 5 on the board and have a 10-2 difference. A huge kill and great attention to detail by the Gophers to keep them shotless.
Gophers just 2 shots themselves. Both of those came on the early power play. It's been all North Dakota since then. Mismatch. Lost a glove getting hit at the other end. Got it back and nearly busted in on the Gopher end. And Pesky goes to the corner for it. Played it behind. Well read by Staudiker, but it hopped his stick. Now Dixon Bowen back out to Tyconic. Turning with it is Hain. He drops it off for Pesky, and a glove stop there by LaFontaine.
Tough little move there by Gavin Hain to pivot and pass that puck. So far, I love the tempo that we've been able to see by both of these teams. However, the discipline, neither coach has to be very happy with. I don't anticipate we're going to trade power plays back and forth very long. Each one of these coaches, a disciplinarian by nature. They'll have words with some of the players in the first intermission break.
Jumping to knock it down at center ice is Pinto. And then closes off Nanny again. The Gophers able to get it back. Myers trying to squeeze through 2 defenders, and that's the trick against North Dakota. Always seem to be 2 bodies coming at you. They do not allow much to get to their goaltender. Nanny has to backtrack on this. Pinto was tracking him down, but couldn't hit him. Through the middle, Ben Myers out there with Brodzinski and McLaughlin. Myers stops, waits, shoots, and that was tipped wide off the stick of Brodzinski. McLaughlin's stick gets chopped in half, and now we've got a penalty. We'll sort it out when we come back. 1-0 North Dakota on Fox Sports North.
6 hours only. Don't miss Menards' huge Black Friday sale. Doors open at 6 a.m. Hurry in for best selection. This Masterforce FlexPower 20-volt brushless drill kit is only $59 after rebate. Tackle dozens of jobs with this 18-foot multitask ladder. Just $89. Assorted 35 by 44-inch pet beds are only $8.88 each. Save 60% on assorted Barbie dolls. Just $2.99 each. During Menards' huge 6-hour Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends noon Friday.
Save big money at Menards.
Is this your card? Well, it could be your card during the Luther Tire event. This month, you'll receive a $100 Luther gift card when you buy 4 tires. Why get your tires at Luther? Our factory-trained experts match the perfect tire for your vehicle. Plus, you always get Luther's everyday low price guarantee. It's the Luther Tire event. Buy 4, get 100. Luther. Turns out the best place to buy a car is also the best place to buy tires. Find your nearest dealer at lutherauto.com.
1-0 North Dakota here on this Thanksgiving weekend. And Ben, you mentioned it already. You have a lot of orange on your sheet. There it is graphically. North Dakota at the top of a lot of categories.
Yeah, we talked about goal for, goals against, penalty kill. That shot differential, though, they're winning with some volume heading at the opposition. And not just the offensive side of it, their ability to limit the teams they've been playing. Shot output has made their goalies' night very simple.
They are on the power play. The penalty was against McLaughlin. His stick broke in half, but because he chopped. Kawaguchi on the far side wing. Out to the top to Kierstead. Kawaguchi goes cross-box. Pinto once again had that one-timer lined up, just couldn't connect.
Yeah, second time they've tried to find Pinto and have been unable to find it in the sweet spot. Really have 3 looks on this power play. A point shot, then out on that flank, and then the third is just to bring it to the house and bang away, and that's where you're going to need guys like Staudiker and Zulsdorf to try to clean up the traffic.
Weatherby on the second effort gets it down low. Kawaguchi pokes it free for Pinto. Back up top for Kierstead, who had some space to shoot, but couldn't collect it in time. Mishaw down low, Kawaguchi. Good work done by Zulsdorf to break that up. Back out for Pinto again. 1:06 remaining on the penalty to McLaughlin.
Good angles there by Perbix to back that puck down in the corner.
Perbix, who missed a lot of Saturday night's game against Wisconsin. Good to see him back out there. Such a vital penalty killer for the Gophers. Pinto to the middle, turning and shooting his Weatherby. Michaud trying to dig it out. Pinto following up, and there's Perbix again, just in time with a stick play.
Yeah, big play there after the Fighting Hawks essentially had broke the penalty kill structure of the Gophers for an easy opportunity to bang away, but LaFontaine up to that measure.
Out to the point for Bernard Docker. He'll leave it again for Adams. Looks across for Pullman. Has a man in front, and that one went off the stick of Nanny, and Michaud couldn't handle it. Mismatch back out to the wall for Adams. Bernard Docker got it on his backhand, so he couldn't line up the one-timer. Adams once again, watched by Ranta. This time Bernard Docker does get that one-timer. Went off the stick of Mismatch and up into the netting.
Here is the last chance. And what is interesting here, the first shot is dangerous, but look at the player sneak right in front and try to corral that rebound. Michaud gets it with his right foot, unable to get it up to his left-handed stick to bang away. A great job by Jack LaFontaine fighting for that rebound. To me, more impressive than the initial save of that grade A opportunity.
Stoddiker's clearance hit a man. It came right across to Smith. He goes in front. Shot saved by LaFontaine. They dig away at it, and the Gophers are able to scoop it out just as McLaughlin gets out of the box.
What a start here for Jack LaFontaine. Finished that scrum without his blocker or goal stick. He's had 5-6 unbelievable opportunities come his way.
Picking right up where he left off in the 3-on-3 overtime against Wisconsin Saturday night when he was fantastic. Sendin and Nanny. Big hit in the corner. Turning away from it is Hain. Tried to go back down low to Sendin, but fired it right through it. Sammy Walker at the line. Reverses for Myers. If he can get to it, the Gophers might have something here. Chased down by Smith, and then they are offside as he tried to drop it off. Here's that last save by LaFontaine, who's made 6 already.
He has been outstanding. The Gophers front with 2. Got to keep that head on a swivel because at the back door, they had a player peeling in. Sendin was able to get into a wonderful one-time situation. And rebound that was trying to bang away. I was consequential as well.
Looked like he stopped a couple North Dakota chances. One of those came actually off the leg of Stoddiker. Puck floats back out to the line. Johnson didn't see it, couldn't hold it in. Just 2 shots for Minnesota. They came early. This is exactly what North Dakota wants to do. They don't light up the shot clock, Ben, but North Dakota just doesn't give you a sniff of anything.
Well, it's interesting. We were talking to Coach Barry, and
Jackson Nelson throwing one.
We brought up the fact that he's got a great offense and a good defense. And I said, if you had to throw one away, you could only keep one. Which would you keep? I totally expected him to pick defense. He picked offense.
Tyconic across. They score. Jasper Weatherby in a quick developing odd man rush for the Fighting Hawks.
This Fighting Hawk team is turning pucks over. They look very hungry. Created at center ice, and they play on a short rink there. Transition, Tyconic with a great distribution there. You see LaFontaine unable to get to his left. The Gophers need to regroup and support their goaltender because right now he's playing outstanding and he is under siege.
Bob Motzko, while we watched that replay, was really giving it to the officials. I think he thought that Burke was tripped in the neutral zone. Saw the replay. It looked like Burke just lost his legs. Shaw gets hammered as we come back to live action.
That's exactly what he was upset with.
I think when Bob sees that replay, he'll see that it was actually just a slip and neutralized by Burke. Reedy battling with Ranta in the corners. The Gophers just trying to establish some offense here in this opening period. Reedy gets it free, then has it knocked off his stick by Kierstead again. He's out-muscled by Pinto in the corner. And the Gophers have got to be careful here as it comes up to Michaud. Got a man behind him. And Michaud just ridden off the play by Nanny. Good physical play right in front of a lot of North Dakota fans at that end of the rink.
Big key here for the Gophers. They have to maintain their discipline. Last thing you can do is try to push and take just a little bit more. So far, I feel the refs have clearly established the boundaries of how they're going to call the game. As a player, you need to read that and respect it.
Pinto in, Kawaguchi And his shot slowed down. Joey Marooney hustling back for it.
Great to see Joey Marooney back in the lineup. 4 straight game for the senior. Love the energy he's been able to provide.
Gophers right now having some problems just holding on to the puck. Saw this a little bit when they played Penn State. Sometimes the stick's moving a little too quickly out there.
Well, the rate of pursuit that you're seeing is very much akin to how Penn State plays, a team that pushes offensively year over year with the best of them in college hockey.
McComb doesn't get that pass to Perbix. Turned over to Pullman. Now Adams coming through the middle. Takes it to the corner. Watched by Zulsdorf, who walls him. And Brodzinski will hustle to it. Scored his first goal. His Gopher career last Saturday. Tried to dump that one in. Hit Taconic right in the head. And Bernard Docker goes back with it.
Momentum's so hard to establish in your freshman year, and he's a guy, Bryce Brodzinski, now that I'm interested to watch this weekend. After scoring his first goal, after, for him, was maybe one of the longest waits of his life, a player that in a Blaine Bengal uniform scored goals in bunches. I would expect him to perform well this weekend.
This one does leak through the middle, and coming out with it is Ben Myers. Chance here to the forehand, he scores!
There's a Gopher freshman that just absolutely competes. Game in and game out, it has been Ben Myers. And, well, he puts his shoulder down and goes Bobby Orr right there under the stick of the defender right here. Fun to watch. That's a pond hockey move, ladies and gentlemen. And he flushes it to the far side to get the Gophers a bit of momentum back, Charlie. Only their third shot of the game. That is a huge goal by Ben Myers.
Second goal of the year for Myers.
Hard to believe, given how much we've talked about him, how much he has created in the offensive zone. Only his second goal. I mean that as a very big compliment to the freshman.
See what kind of life it brings to the Gophers, who looked a bit off the pace before that happened. And, of course, there was a penalty called on the play to Pesky, so the Gophers get to double up here and get the power play. Pesky going for tripping. He's the player that took Myers down right in front of the net. McManus pinned to the boards by Bowen. Got a little help from Stucker. Drop pass there by Reedy. Walker trying to skate away from Kierstad. Goes back up top for Stucker. Sammy Walker to the top of the circle. McManus down low.
Aggressive kill there by the defender.
Keeping the Gophers to the outside right now. Stucker lays it off McLaughlin. To the middle, Reedy the shot into the glove of Shield.
Yeah, nice pass there as the defenders were really taking away Robbie Stucker and able to find one of the hottest players in the Gopher lineup, Scott Reedy. Goals in his last 3. We talked also about him with some of the coaching staff and very happy with where his mind is at.
Gophers swap defenders now as Johnson and Manny come on at the points. Brodzinski also out with Ranta. Reedy at center. Here is Reedy. Ranta backhands when looking for Brodzinski. Knocked down athletically by Pullman, and he clears.
Yeah, Colt Pullman. We've talked about a lot of players so far already, but Colt Pullman is going to be a tremendous professional player. Just absolutely clinical about how he plays this game. Really fun to watch him develop. A 3-year captain for Brad Berry.
Pullman undrafted, but his brother Tucker was a low-round draft pick, and he's made his way to the Winnipeg Jets.
The people I was talking to today said he's going to have his pick of the litter.
What a good chance down low for Ranta. Shield squeezing that post. Take a look at our Toyota key stats. Scott Reedy has the hot hand for the Gophers right now. Goals in 3 straight games, and he leads the team in that category.
Yeah, really nice bit of chemistry he's been able to find with Ranta and McManus. All 3 of those players have been playing well last weekend. 6 points on that more senior line, we'll call it.
Nelson, Burke, and Walker now out with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Essentially, this is a line, not a power play line. Ryan Johnson now low, looking for the return feed from Nelson. Johnson went right into the meat grinder there, and he came out A little bit worse for Wares. It's clear. 2:25 to go in the first. Big goal by Ben Myers moments ago to get the Gophers back in it. Blake McLaughlin the only assist. 2 shots on the power play for the Gophers, which is now over. Jackson Nelson surveying, looking to the middle. Awkward bounce. It drops right on Shield, and the Fighting Hawks able to dig it out. Now they're going to go after Burke, who's still in the goal crease.
Yeah, Jackson Nelson was trying to find Sammy Walker joining on the high side of your television screen, just a stanza past most of the pressure.
Diving play by Burke at neutral after he poked it away. Now Lacombe and Kawaguchi go to the corner. Zulsdorf spins it around, waiting for it on the far side wall is Johnny Sorensen. He gets it to Walker. 1-on-3, however, and has his stick lifted and just muscled off the puck by Adams, who ends up going down on the play. And the arm did come up from the backside official. And we'll sort all that out when we return. 2-1 North Dakota late in the first.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. For a limited time, lease a sporty new 2019 Toyota RAV4 for just $199 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Work. There's all kinds. There's the work we do in the morning, the work we do in the dead of night. Problem-solving, world-changing, mind-bending hard work. It's what drives us to lead the way, unwilling to quit. Because the work we do, it's bigger than us. It's work worth doing.
Sammy Walker in the box for tripping here late in the first period, and Ben, it's turning into a penalty fest here in period number 1.
Yeah, really surprising, and you would expect some exuberance, but it was actually the strength of Adams on Sammy Walker's that then gave Adams an opportunity to have that puck that then Walker retaliated. So some solid play by the junior.
Ben Myers, the go-for goal scorer, busts out shorthanded. Trying to work around Kierstead, takes it to the corner but lost the handle. Wanted to pin it to the boards there a little bit but couldn't do it. Hustles back and nearly got tangled up with Weatherby. Don't want to take another one. And Michaud goes to the far side. Staudiker lost his stick. Myers battling it up the boards. Nice play by Ben Myers. Allowed Staudiker to get the twig back. Gophers could try to change. Quick puck out by Shield. Here comes Michaud. Wrister is sticked up into the netting by LaFontaine.
One thing worth noting is that Bob Motzko has to be very careful. He's in an emotional game, early in an emotional game, and he's had a lot of power play situations and penalty kill situations. That can wreak havoc with developing any flow or chemistry that he's trying to get players out on a continuum. We really haven't seen Johnny Sorensen at all, not because he's been trying to keep him on the bench, but he hasn't been able to roll through the lines, and one of the names that jumps off that is really being affected by it.
Drive by Pullman, they score. Second of the year for Colton Pullman. And the Gophers finally pay for the penalties here in this first period.
Yeah, quick face-off win, and that one hammered. The big senior leans into this, and that's just a straight fastball. You see LaFontaine look up a bit towards the sky there, but an awfully tough one as he's pushing to his left, and 2-goal margin now reestablished by the Fighting Hawks.
Digging for more as Sendin gets a shot. That one caught up on the side of the net. Lacombe works it around the wall. Marooney is out there along with Perbix and the aforementioned Johnny Sorensen as the Gophers do get a shift for the fourth line. Marooney up the boards, couldn't get it out as Pullman held the blue line. Big hit thrown behind the net by Sendin on Lacombe. And Lacombe skating to the bench as he got cushioned into the boards.
When the thing about that, I would bet that he just barely relaxed his body. You relax just that little bit. He'd release that puck, and then you get hit, Charlie. It hurts way worse than if your body's tense and you're expecting contact. You can brace for it.
Perbix couldn't get it past Pullman. Pullman to the corner with it, flips it back out. 3 seconds remaining in the first period. North Dakota has reestablished the momentum with that third goal late. And the sea of green that is here, as well as the sea of maroon and gold, will celebrate after one period of play, Ben.
A super entertaining period there as tempo and opportunities flowing both ways, and can't wait to hear what Ben Myers has to say with Bobby Bolick, the freshman, getting indoctrinated by fire into this rivalry.
Now we will hear from Ben Myers. He'll be with Bobby in a moment. We'll hear what some of the Gophers are most thankful for this Thanksgiving. North Dakota owns the first period of this weekend rivalry. They lead it 3-1.
Friday, Fox Sports North's week of Thanksgiving continues as the Wild look to energize the state of hockey in a Black Friday matinee with the Senators. Friday at 2:30 on Fox Sports North. The Spartans and Buckeyes face off. Then, the Wolverines collide with the Badgers. A Big Ten hockey doubleheader Sunday on BTN and the Fox Sports app.
Subscribe to BTN Plus for live streaming of more than 1,400 non-televised Big Ten events, next-day on-demand game archives, and BTN's library of classic games and original programs. Go to btnplus.com or download the app today.
Steak sandwich. The two most vague words on any restaurant menu. What kind of steak? What are you trying to hide, restaurant? Arby's knows the exact cut of steak matters, which is why they chose the tender, juicy petite filet. It's so tender you could cut it with a spoon or a complimentary plastic knife. Arby's, we have the meat.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get over $11,500 in total savings only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Every time you show up, every time you make your loyalties clear, and the moments that inspire you, and the ones that challenge your nerve. Whether you're banging the glass or still learning the ropes. However you choose to be a fan, you make the game. And they make history. April 9th and 11th in Detroit, nothing beats the crowd. Visit ncaa.com/Frozen4 to get your tickets today.
About 57,000 people every year get diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. It's really important for all of you to be aware of this and be proactive.
Stay connected to everything purple with Vikings Connected.
Sunday, the Wolves battle the Grizzlies on Fox Sports North Plus.
Gopher Hockey on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. By Arby's, we have the meats. By Cenex, Gopher Pride, powered locally at Cenex. And by University of North Dakota, leaders in action. 3-1 North Dakota after one. The one for the Gophers came from Ben Myers. He's downstairs with Bobby Bolick.
All right, thanks, Charlie. Ben, North Dakota jumps out from the start. Is it something they're doing or something you guys aren't doing that's allowing them to get into this rhythm?
Yeah, well, we knew they'd come out hard. That's their MO. So, we got to be ready for that. And it's just about us settling into our game here and getting a couple goals to get us back in here.
And North Dakota holds you guys to 7 shots on goal there. What's been the biggest challenge for you guys offensively?
Well, we took penalties and then, they were able to possess the puck. We got to play better D, and that's going to lead to offense for us.
Thanks for your time, Ben. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Charlie, Ben.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Ben. Gophers trailing by 2. We'll find out what they're thankful for when we return on Fox Sports North.
Open man, there's a shot, they score! The Gopher hockey season is underway, and tickets are available now, starting at just $20 a game.
Walker going right in, he scores on a wonderful backhand.
Get to 3M Arena at Mariucci and cheer on Minnesota's own Maroon and Gold all season long. There's Walker breaking up. He's got McLaughlin with him. There's a pass. It's out. He scores! Visit gophersports.com today for more information. Gopher Hockey, Minnesota's pride on ice.
Are your doors drafty and need maintenance? Then call your friends at Window Concepts now to upgrade your home with energy-efficient, maintenance-free entry and patio doors. Save 50% off installation with the purchase of a new entry or patio door, plus no interest for 18 months with payments as low as $50. Built to last and withstand the elements, our steel and fiberglass doors greet your guests with beauty and style.
Call Window Concepts at 1-866-844-9843 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
We build innovative trucks to serve the people who depend on them. Cabins to comfort. Power to do more. Now to say thank you, we're extending our Employee Pricing Plus to everyone. What's right for the people who build your trucks is right for you. Welcome to the Ram Nation.
Well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic for $238 a month, or purchase and get 22% below MSRP on the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic.
Big news! Introducing Jiffy's new E6 Lightning with clean power. Easy starting with a squeeze of the throttle. Powered by a 6-amp-hour lithium battery, along with a high-torque motor that delivers superior drilling performance. Reverse drilling makes skimming holes a thing of the past. Jiffy's River Blade has longer life. Night lights offers safe drilling even in the dark. The new Jiffy E6 Lightning has everything covered.
Where North Dakota leads 3-1 after 20 minutes of hockey. Now, Thanksgiving is a time to reflect and give thanks for all that you've been blessed with over the year. Well, this week we sat down with a few of the players and we asked them what they're most thankful for this season.
Most thankful for probably my family and just being able to play the game I love and being surrounded by such loving teammates and friends. I think I'm in a really good spot in my life right now, and I'm really grateful and thankful to be here. That being said, it's a special time in the year where you give thanks and be grateful for what we have, and I think it's really important to kind of take a step back and know how fortunate we are.
A healthy family, like everyone in my family is healthy, and I'm very grateful for that. And the opportunity I have to play hockey here is second to none.
My family, just especially for them, thankful for them always being able to come see me, and the distance is obviously not that easy, but they make it work, and I'm very thankful for that.
Being back in the state of Minnesota, I was gone for a long time. Didn't know I was going to end up back here, and to think that I've held head coaching at 2 jobs, 2 universities in the state, that's pretty cool. And to be here at the University of Minnesota at this time, I'm pretty fortunate and have a healthy family and great group of guys we're working with right now. Pretty blessed every day when you wake up.
Lots and lots to be thankful for this season. Well, stick around. Ben and Charlie will be back with stats and highlights when we come back right after the break.
Tomorrow, the Gophers battle North Dakota on Fox Sports North.
Okay, Grand Casino has this amazing Grand Harmony Spa.
Yeah, that's where we decide to have our book club.
I mean, it's not like we read the book.
So we decide to not read the book and indulge.
And have fun.
And somebody got lucky. Cha-ching! Next month, the book is Jane Austen.
We're not reading that either.
No.
Grand Casino. Let your story begin.
Don't miss Menards' huge Black Friday sale. Doors open at 6 a.m. Hurry in for best selection. This gigantic 220-piece Masterforce Mechanics tool set is only $99 after rebate. An 8-gallon Shop Vac wet dry vac is only $29.99. Sleep soundly with a Snuggle Me weighted blanket, only $17.98. Save $50 on assorted men's and ladies 3-in-1 jackets, $39.99 each during Menards' huge 6-hour Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends noon Friday.
Save big money at Menards.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it. I'm going to go buy a Chevy.
Get 19% below MSRP on all 2019 Silverado Crew Cab pickups. That's over $10,000 on this Silverado. Or during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on other select 2019 models.
This is by far the sorriest display I've ever seen. Did you forget everything you've learned? Were you just flailing around? You're never gonna make it with these skills.
This is the state of hockey, where the game is intense.
Polino delivers a heavy hit.
The action is exhilarating.
Score!
And the passion runs deep.
Score! Zach Parisi on the deflection. Saved by Dubnik.
Wild hockey all season long on Fox Sports North and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
College hockey hits the ice Saturday on Fox Sports North.
Gopher Hockey on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Grand Casino. The best stories start here. By Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. And by Northland Ford. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today. North Dakota hangs 3 on the Gophers in the first period, 1 in response for Minnesota. Ben, let's take a look at how we got here.
Well, we got here by some undisciplined play, and it wasn't all undisciplined play. Creating power plays, there were penalties. It was some sloppy play up and down the ice that both these coaches are going to want to address. That was the call right there. As you saw Burke go down, that Bob Motzko was awfully unhappy about. I understand exactly what the coach is talking about, but this was something for him to smile about. This little play here, I'm telling you what, ladies and gentlemen, awesome to see what Ben Myers was able to do there, but they're going to have to regroup because this power play goal that Pullman almost pumps through the back of the net as he leans into that one established another 2-goal margin for the Fighting Hawks.
Well, the Menards first period stats, you see 11-7 shots on goal, 7 in a period against North Dakota is actually nothing to cry about because they only allowed 19 per game. But the giveaways there at the bottom is the one that really stands out. Well, the Gophers have some work to do. Goldie doing a little crowd work here. 3-1 North Dakota after 1.
Do what you want. Be who you'd like to be. Love who you want. Just give it your all. Go to infinity. Together, my world is so much better. My world feels so much bigger. I love it when we go together. My world is so much better.
Finally, I have hope again.
If you or a loved one is struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, call us today. Freedom from addiction starts here.
To the moon. To the ocean depths. Faraway countries and new heights. Their dreams will take them to exciting places. It's our calling to ensure they get there. By bringing healthcare to every child where they are, wherever that may be. The Castle of Care at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Pick your perfect payment at St. Cloud Subaru. Lease the 2020 Subaru Outback for only $147 per month, or the 2020 Outback Premium for $194 per month, or the 2020 Outback Limited for only $249 per month. During the Subaru Share the Love event, for every new Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to charity. Come see why your friends and neighbors made the short drive to get their new Subaru from St. Cloud Subaru. Check out our reviews and start your shopping today at stcloudsubaru.com.
St. Cloud Subaru, it's you.
When I was ready for help, they were there.
If you or a loved one are struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, call us today. Freedom from addiction starts here.
Welcome back to Minneapolis, where North Dakota leads 3-1 after 20 minutes of hockey. I'm pleased to be joined by assistant coach Garrett Raboin. Coach, you, out of anyone, knows what a rivalry like this is, what the emotions this kind of game can bring. How do you settle the troops down and limit the mental mistakes?
Well, I think the main thing coming out of the first period is they just won more individual battles than us. So we've identified the problem. It's our challenge here in the next 40 minutes to correct it.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Charlie.
Thank you, Bobby. And Ben, you heard her there from Garrett Raboin. The battles in that first period, all North Dakota's way.
Absolutely. And the battles, hurt you in two different ways. One, you lose a battle, they create scoring chances for the opposition. And that happened. We saw some turnovers go straight at Jack LaFontaine. On the other side of that, losing battles, then you can retaliate with your stick, create power play opportunities, which we saw as well.
Gophers 2-3 when trailing games after a period this year. Those wins came earlier on in the season. North Dakota, as you can imagine, with only one loss. Pretty good stats all across the board. They did have a lead after the first period of play, their only loss of the year, which was October 19th against Minnesota State.
I like the optimism.
6-1. They do have 6 wins, however, leading after one period of play. Bernard Docker drops it back for Pullman, who scored the goal that made it 3-1. Up ahead for Sendon. Jackson Lacombe, who took a hard hit late in that first period. Good to see him back out there looking all right. Sammy Walker across, dumps it in. Try to chase it down as Shield comes out. We saw some good puck handling from Shield in that first period. This one he reverses. Touched along by Kawaguchi, who opened the scoring less than 3 minutes in.
One of the players that also just set the tempo, even if that puck hadn't hit the back of the net. He and some of his line mates, Pinto and Caulfield, awfully passionate with their pursuit.
Here comes Kawaguchi, and he's got to step up the middle. Stodiker couldn't catch him, and he's got 2 now. Gophers get caught flat-footed, and it's 4-1.
We talked about winning one-on-one battles. There was a puck that was to be had, and they win that one and blow it straight up Main Street there for a breakaway opportunity. Jordan Kawaguchi gets his second of the game.
7th multi-point game of the year for Kawaguchi. He has been very impressive. As I mentioned, he only had 26 points last year, which led North Dakota. They had a lot of trouble scoring a year ago. Part of the reason why they barely finished above 500 and didn't make the NCAA tournament. Now McLaughlin. Gophers are a long way up here as they get it to the middle for Tyler Nanny. Overskated it. They are onside at the line, but no rhythm moving forward as Kierstead reverses. McLaughlin is waiting for it at the near wall. Tried to get it to the middle. Good read by Kawaguchi, and he flips it back out for mismatch.
This is going to sound incredibly simple, but when you're in the moment, it's just hard to think like this. Right now, what the Gophers can't do is try to push harder. They're only going to tighten the noose. It is the offense of the Fighting Hawks.
Another turnover, and what a move by Michaud. And LaFontaine, nice job to stay with him. Ben Myers digs it out, but again, Gophers picking up pucks in neutral ice, but their feet aren't moving when they pick them up because North Dakota's just got that area jammed. Jackson Lacombe behind the net, pestered by Michaud. Pinto waiting for it as it comes out the other side. It's iconic. Pesky, his shot slowed down by Sorensen. Judd Caulfield behind the net. And then Perbix able to dig it free as the Gophers try to move forward with a little bit of momentum. Perbix, Marooney doing acrobatics to stay on side. Perbix gets crossed up. Lacombe goes cross ice. Zulsdorf, he shoots, save, rebound. Perbix scores!
Well, this all starts with Jack Perbix timing a turnover in the defensive zone that then he takes 200 feet with speed. And from there, great to see the freshman get paid off with a timely rebound opportunity. Look at Johnny Sorensen all by his lonesome there. Unfortunately, he didn't get that puck. Fortunately, it does go to Perbix, who again start to get the Gophers a bit of momentum back after the Fighting Hawks burst in this first period or second period with the goal in the early minutes.
Johnson trying to dance at the line. Staudiker doesn't have a stick right now, waiting for it to get to him, so he plays a little soccer. He actually put a couple North Dakota players offside. Very good patience there by Staudiker in a very bizarre play. Walker going to the corner with Pullman. Two captains meeting up. Jacob Bernard Docker. 3 Ottawa Senators properties on this North Dakota team. What a tip by Walker. Didn't have a whole lot on it, though, and an easy stop for Shield.
And all 3 of them have an extremely good chance of playing for the Ottawa Senators in the National Hockey League.
Dixon Bowen drops it in. Staudiker with a stick back. Swings it around the wall. Nathan Burke reaching for it along the near side wall, but couldn't get it. And here is Ethan Frisch. Staudiker once again in the middle. McManus trying to help him out. Johnson got it ahead. Gophers very close to a too many men on the ice. Reedy actually jumped back over the boards to stay on the good side of the wall.
A wise play there by the junior. Smith goes off sides here. We'll give a brief moment of pause.
Sanford Health injury report tonight. And the Gophers with a clean bill of health overall. And good to see Jack Perbix back, of course, because he just got on the score sheet as well. He missed about 2 periods of the game on Saturday night against Wisconsin. Second goal of the year for Perbix.
Yeah, a huge goal. And we talked about one Elk River native in Kierstead. Jack Perbix also from Elk River answering back.
Manis with a quick shot, goes high in the air. Running onto it is Nanny, and Shield fights it off. A mismatch was standing there. It dropped right by him. He never saw it. Colin Adams busts out to center for North Dakota and flips it in on the backhand.
Big save there by Shield. Would have been strange replay to look at as everyone was standing around trying to figure out where the puck had gone.
Frozen in time there for a second. Kawaguchi is already working on a hat trick. Pair scored the first one in the first period, has the first one here in the second. Bernard Docker shot gets caught up in Nanny's equipment. They score. Mismatch waiting for it, and it's 5-2 North Dakota.
Wow, seeing the eyes there of Grant Mismatch. He is all business. 3 points already, and we have Jared Moe getting ready to take the goal crease. But let's watch here as they come in a numbers situation that is even up. But then you have 2 players to the right of LaFontaine's goal crease, and they bang away. Adams essentially boxes out the Gopher defender as Mishmash is then able to corral and bury a puck behind Jack LaFontaine, ending the juniors' evening. There is Jared Moe, the former Holy Family Fire goaltender.
LaFontaine has started 3 straight. And he's out after 5 goals on 15 shots. Hard one to pin on LaFontaine. Didn't have a ton of help out there. And now here comes Myers as the Gophers have answered twice with goals, but North Dakota pops right back. Lead ahead by Pinto now for Bernard Docker. Bernard Docker just the third, or rather one of the only 5 players ever to be taken in the first round out of the Alberta Junior Hockey League. But it's a pretty good group. Brent Sutter and Cale McCarr are 2 of the others. So some good players coming out of the junior leagues in Canada where you can stay college eligible. Bernard Docker is here for North Dakota. And his Fighting Hawks lead it 5-2 early in the second.
You are ready now. Discovery isn't just over the horizon. It's in everything you do. Because excellence is a habit. And great ideas don't come ready-made. So bring your work ethic, bring your ambition. This is work worth doing, worth searching, worth knowing. This kind of work is for leaders. This kind of work is for you.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. For a limited time, lease a sporty new 2019 Toyota RAV4 for just $199 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, let's take a look back at the most recent matchup between these two teams. It was last year in Las Vegas between these two. It was the only meeting of the year, 3-1 North Dakota. Not the most memorable game in the rivalry, except for its location, which was bizarre.
It's a nice vacation for some hockey fans to get down and watch a little college hockey. I'm sure they were able to gamble a time or two and maybe even check in on the Vegas Golden Knights.
Of course, big turnover for the Gophers last year to this. Entering tonight, Sampo Ranta was the only player on the Gopher roster who actually had an active point against North Dakota. That has, of course, changed. The Gophers having 2 on the board. But they are behind the 8 ball here as they've been almost all night. Matt Stoddicker out at the blue line. That shot trickling through, but going wide. Dixon Bowen waiting for it there, and he's rocked by Perbix. Zach Jan picked up his first point of the year in the first period with an assist. And now here's Kierstead, Elk River native. Never played together with Perbix at Elk River. Kierstead a little bit older and also left Elk River a little early. Jackson Nelson for Burke. Punches to the middle. Dangerous pass, but nobody there in green. Burke has it back again. Spins off a hit from Smith. Stoddicker trying to go cross ice, but all the lanes are shut. Burke pokes it around Taconic. And Pesky behind the net for North Dakota. Reverses for Taconic. Another one of those Ottawa Senator draft picks. Johnny picked in the 2018 draft in the second round. Send it. Smith walking to the middle, and Moe's first save is off the shoulder, and then he gets upended. Is skating right through the crease with Smith.
And the official right there, surprised that wasn't a call. Bob Motzko was upset early, and we're going to have to see if he gives the official an earful. It would be a just talking to.
Zulsdorf. Bump play looking for Reedy. Bernard Docker sending mismatch away, and mismatch with a shot that's fought off by Moe.
Big save there. Nanny had no chance as his gap was not where he needed it to be after a turnover in the neutral zone left him essentially right in harm's way. Big save again by Moe, his second of this game.
McManus a mismatch on the far side. And Brandon McManus bumped all the way down. Pullman picks it to himself, trying to collect it in his own zone. Good headman pass, cross ice for Kawaguchi. Into the middle, Adams looking for a reversal right in front, and Moe makes the save. His mismatch was charging in. Then Nanny went flying, rather McManus went flying.
They had a huge tip there to negate an opportunity for the second pass to connect to make that a backdoor opportunity.
Long shot by Frisch was blocked by Nanny. He was exhausted right now. Meanwhile, North Dakota's made a change. Here comes Michaud. 30 points last year for Colorado College. Kierstead to the middle, and looking for the pass there was Harrison Blaisdell, their extra skater tonight. That shot got deflected and was kicked out by Moe. Comes back to Frisch. Big time zone pressure here for North Dakota, and the Gophers are exhausted but can't get off the ice. Kierstead holds in at the line. That one's tipped and bounces down wide of the net. And Zulsdorf
looks up, but his left wing's nowhere to be found. Had gone for a change.
McLaughlin's been able to come out. McManus has gotten to the bench. Stretch pass looking for Brodzinski, but it didn't connect. Kierstead. Nanny's unable to get off the ice, as has Zulsdorf. Reedy going for a change now as North Dakota hits the line, and the Gophers get a break as the puck goes up into the netting. And some tired legs can get off the ice.
Yeah, coaches and players talk about the long change and why it's a problem. Well, it's a problem because they can't get off the ice, and here is what started that, and it was all about to be a backdoor marker for the Fighting Hawks, except that stick of McManus was able to get in and get some lumber on that puck.
And the Fighting Hawks control the draw. Pesky's shot wide. Bowen was on the far side, but never got a stick to it. Weatherby digs it out of a crowd. Out to the point for Pesky. Shadowed there by McLaughlin, who blocked the shot, but it rolls down the boards to Weatherby. He's squeezed to the wall by Myers. Weatherby went down in that scrum. McLaughlin, no way out as he looks up and sees 3 green jerseys. Johnson tries the other side, and the Gophers do break out. Good stretch pass for McLaughlin. He'll try to go inside out on Pesky. The drop pass didn't have enough on it for Stoddicker. The Gophers turn it over again. Taconic. Native of Calgary, Johnny Taconic. North Dakota mentioned the Minnesota presence. Of course, they've always had a strong Canadian presence on the roster as well. Here's McLaughlin. Turned back over Gavin Hain, his old high school teammate at Grand Rapids. Those two won a state title together. Sendin and Hain out on this line. Actually, back-to-back captains of state AA champions in Minnesota. Sendin was the captain of Wayzata in 2016. Hain was the captain of the Grand Rapids team that won it in 2017. Perbix taking a baseball swing at it and goes wide. Stepping up was Brinkman, and he gets run over at the line by Sendin.
Been a physical shift for Sendin. He had a thumping on one of the defense to start.
And his shot is caught up in the elbow of Jared Moe as he tries to hold it, and we're going to get a scrum right in front of the net. 5-2 North Dakota, back in a moment.
Big news! Introducing Jiffy's new E6 Lightning with clean power. Easy starting with a squeeze of the throttle. Powered by a 6 amp-hour lithium battery, along with a high-torque motor that delivers superior drilling performance. Reverse drilling makes skimming holes a thing of the past. Jiffy's River Blade has longer life. Night lights offers safe drilling even in the dark. The new Jiffy E6 Lightning has everything covered.
It's Kia's Holiday Sticker Sales Event at Luther Kia of Bloomington. Enjoy 0% financing for 66 months, plus up to $2,000 bonus cash on specially tagged Kia vehicles. Lease the new 2020 Kia Sportage for just $259 a month, or the Kia Sorento for only $279 a month. Both are Luther True Zero leases with zero due at signing, zero down payment, zero security deposit, and no first month's payment. Luther Kia of Bloomington on 494 and 35W and at lutherkiaofbloomington.com.
5-2 margin here for the Fighting Hawks, and Garrett Boyne talked about winning individual battles. We've also heard coaches time and time again talk about protecting the puck. The Gophers don't do a very good job. That creates a turnover that the Fighting Hawks almost spring for a wonderful opportunity. Then again, they have the puck and turn it over again. They have to be wise when they have that puck. If there isn't a play to be had right now, Charlie, simply getting it outside of their blue line has to be paramount.
Long shot here. That was deflected down. Moe tracking it pretty well. Here's a stretch pass for Sammy Walker's in on the breakaway. Had his stick tied up and then shut down by Shield.
Kierstead got a stick in there at the last moment on the captain.
Sammy Walker, we mentioned it in the first period, needs something good to happen, and he was so close right there.
He really hasn't had much puck luck as he had early in the season.
Nelson able to create some space for himself. Backhander. Punched out by Shield, and Sorensen playing on this line right now. Reverses down low for Nelson. Nelson couldn't get it to Walker. Michaud waiting for it. Lacombe stepped up on him. That creates a foot race. Harrison Blaisdell back. Zulsdorf, he's got Pinto cutting to the net. Got it there. They score.
Oh, the speedy Pinto is able to find some opportunity. First, let's see how this all started. It was a wonderful defensive effort by Matt Kierstead on Sammy Walker, one of the fastest players in maroon and gold. And just that little bump right there is all he needs to displace a scoring opportunity. Great patience there shown by the Fighting Hawks as Blaisdell pulls up and finds the freshman Pinto, who is able to get one past the freshman Moe for their 6th goal of this game.
3 goals in his last 3 games for Pinto. He had 2 last Friday night against St. Cloud. And we've got a penalty coming up here, and it might be going from bad to worse for the Gophers. We'll take a look at this.
Well, just when I didn't think, discipline has to improve, and that just means so many different things. Obviously, discipline in not giving power plays, discipline with the puck to not expose it. I don't know. That's one I'll back check for Matt Stoddicker on that one.
Just his 3rd minor penalty of the year, Stoddicker. Kawaguchi moving in, able to walk to the middle, and he is robbed by Jared Moe.
Solid save there for the freshman, who looked really calm as Kawaguchi was moving on his forehand and had the goaltender down. He snares that one with the catching glove. The battle in front there as you see Nanny, a shot.
Olsen gets to it off the draw, but bangs it off the body of Pinto. Sells out to keep it in the zone.
Yeah, big keep there for Brad Berry's power play.
Gophers have to get their shape back now as Brinkman steps into a hit in the corner. Kierstead goes across. Pinto winds up on that one-timer again, and this one goes wide. He still can't find the angle there, though he does have a goal. Kawaguchi right to the middle, looking for a tip play. Actually went off the stick of both Weatherby and Zulsdorf, and Moe able to hold his position.
That is one of the plays that they are fond of, and you've clearly seen that one-timer by the right-handed Pinto. Another. So we'll have the second unit that has successfully converted via Colton Pullman blast. Now take the ice.
Adams and Reedy on the draw. Reedy wins it back. Nanny hustles to it. Adams is able to control for North Dakota. Pullman this time goes across. Pass didn't have a lot of steam on it for Bernard Docker. Two defensemen out there with the second unit. Adams once again right through the middle. That went off the skates of Brinkman, but came out to the near side corner. Pullman spins it across. Bernard Docker fakes the one-timer, goes back to Pullman. Gophers very tight in the defensive box, blocked by Brinkman as he's felled by that shot, and able to hold it is Colin Adams. He takes a slow wrister, and Moe had to fight off the changeup. Pullman cross again. Bernard Docker does wind it up this time, and it's blocked by Nanny, who leads the team and one of the best in the country last year in blocking shots.
Yeah, sacrificial shift here for the Gopher defense, putting themselves in harm's way. Got to be careful here. You can't come in and get too vicious with those cross checks, even though you feel like you should be able to because you're a man down.
Adams is slow to get up after that hit, just getting off the wall now. North Dakota, meanwhile, right in front, had Mismash and Pinto right there. And Adams just getting to the bench. Dug out by Mismash, got it in front. The shot went wide off the stick of Pinto. Mismash's follow-up effort didn't get there. And now here's Mashad, dusted off, goes across. And that pass didn't connect with Pinto. Back out to the line, and it's held in out at the point. 3 shots on the power play for North Dakota. Stoddicker's back out, but the Gophers are pinned in their own end again. Chance is blocked. Out comes Blake McLaughlin. Kierstead able to ride him to the wall. Kawaguchi flips it off the boards and out. Now waiting for it there is Mashad. Mashad able to stick handle at the blue line to keep North Dakota on the attack, as they have been seemingly this entire second period. It's iconic. Marooney
good battle there
best
by the senior, yeah.
And he's able to win the puck, Joey Marooney. Showing you why he's been staying in the lineup lately. Effort like that, although it is turned over, and out comes Senden. He's got a man going to the middle, Judd Caulfield, and he's stoned by Moe.
Big save there by Moe, but the Gophers have to control and just protect that puck. I guarantee when Bobby talks to Ben Gordon after the second intermission break, he is going to say something about better protecting that puck.
McComb hauled down in the corner. Gophers able to get it free. We are getting a penalty here as one of the North Dakota players with the tackle on Jackson Lacombe.
So we have Senden, one of the penalty killers, part of that third line that we spoke of. Holding former Wayzata Trojan. Yeah, he sees that hand wrapped in and around Jackson Lacombe.
It's a good football play. Helped to a gain of a couple on this football day. Stucker and Walker out by the line. McLaughlin back for Walker. Losing an edge was Bowen. McLaughlin has to wait. Look back out to the point for Stucker. Fakes the shot, but he's closed off by Weatherby. Walker down low. That pass tipped, and McManus has to scramble it back. And now North Dakota, seeing that deflection, goes into attack mode.
Yeah, as soon as there's a bobble puck or you see a player turn their back to you, they are taking that as a key to go. Look at 2 players again, all 4 down tight, and they're able to squeaked that puck past Robbie Stucker. Quick transition. Doesn't allow a change.
But a bad pass, and here comes a 2-on-1. Bowen ran into the linesman, and Weatherby moving in. His shot is blocked by Stucker. Mo comes out to catch it, and he will hold it. Well, Cup Family 4-packs are on sale now. Enjoy Gopher hockey at 3M Arena in Mariucci with the family and get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorns, 4 sodas, and $5 off at Cup Foods. Visit gophersports.com for full details and to purchase your Cup Family 4-pack for an upcoming Gopher hockey game. 1:14 remaining on the power play, but the face-off at the wrong end. The only shot on this man advantage belongs to the Fighting Hawks.
25 shots already for the Fighting Hawks. We talked about that differential, not generally one with tons of shots going their way, but more restricting the shots of their opponents.
They average 30 a game, which is good for 24th in the country, but it's in fact they just don't give up any. As Ranta with the shot, Shield on the penalty kill drops it and lets his teammates clear it down the ice.
Yeah, nice communication there with Kierstead, the defenseman talking him.
Ryan Johnson stick handles through the middle. Brodzinski trying to go inside out, and Pullman not having any of that. Knocked down at center, and the Gophers able to re-rack it. Here comes Nanny. Drops it off. Big drive by Rante, scores!
Well, 2 Fridays in a row, Sampo Ranta able to find the back of the net here. A great turnaround pass that tees up the Finn, who lights one to the far side there. That gets the Gopher faithful up and cheering in what has been just a weird rink, because there's so many Fighting Hawks fans, but yet the Rouser's still going. And a huge key is to try to keep the fans, keep this feeling like a home game for Minnesota. I think that's a very important goal for the Gophers.
They can find a way to get another one in the next 3:30, then it's still a hockey game going into the third period. And you'd have to look at this objectively and say that Minnesota's been outplayed here for 37 minutes, but they're still in it.
Well, the thing is there's been some consequential mistakes from the Fighting Hawks that have allowed the Gophers opportunities, and they've taken advantage offensively, which is a positive. However, the puck protection has to get better, and Garrett Lemoyne talking about winning those individual battles. That's very simple.
See what the response is from North Dakota. They've had every answer to the questions asked by Minnesota all night long. McLaughlin has to reverse. Sammy Walker waiting for it there. Only the third team this year to put up 3 goals on the Fighting Hawks. The other games they gave up at least 3. A 4-4 tie with Minnesota State back on October 18th. A 5-4 win over Miami back on November the 9th.
Another defensive zone faceoff here for the Gophers. It allows the top line of Pinto. He's going to move Machado. He's going to move in. I thought he was going to be in that slot area for a quick strike.
Nelson in a battle in the corner. Blaisdell. Kulsdorf up the wall. McLaughlin had to collect it. Nice job to get out of danger there. Gophers mixing and matching on the lines here. Now it's Nelson with McLaughlin and Walker, and Nelson threw it in front looking for a bounce out to McLaughlin. He did not get it. Sampo Ranta has given the Gophers a 3rd goal, but still a lot of work to do here on this Thanksgiving night.
Okay, Grand Casino has this amazing Grand Harmony Spa.
Yeah, that's where we decide to have our book club.
I mean, it's not like we read the book.
So we decide to not read the book and indulge.
And have fun.
And somebody got lucky. Cha-ching! Next month, the book is Jane Austen.
We're not reading that either.
No.
Grand Casino, let your story begin.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get over $11,500 in total savings only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Let's step into the Wayback Machine. How about Keith Ballard with a little overtime winner in the 2002 WCHA playoffs? It's one of the many moments from this rivalry over the years. It's the 297th game.
Yeah, not the most offensive player, but Keith Ballard showing some prowess right there, pouncing on a loose rebound opportunity there.
Of course, that would lead the Gophers on to the national title, and Ballard would score in the national championship game that year against Maine as well. Open to scoring in that game.
Tremendous guy, too. He's now transitioned, doing some work with the the Wild, and also in the insurance business now.
Reedy tangled up with Weatherby along the near side wall. 1:52 to go here in the second period. Sampo Ranta has gotten the Gophers back within 3. And looking for a breakout pass here, able to knock it down. Couldn't quite collect it, has to circle back. Does get it ahead to McManus. Can he get to the middle? Brandon McManus just couldn't catch up as he got around Frisch.
2 players pounce on McManus there.
Out comes North Dakota. Trying to turn the corner is Hain. Backhand chance, and that one off the blocker of Moe.
Tell you what, both these goaltenders that have come in for Minnesota have made some key saves.
Moe has given up 1 on now 12 shots since he came in. Fontaine had a tough night, giving up 5 goals on 15, but again, facing high-quality chances.
One of the best penalty killers for North Dakota, Dixon Bowen, who can absolutely fly. Was buzzing in the offensive zone here. He starts this play after a nifty little play on the blue line and follows up his initial shot there that was blocked and corrals and beats Jared Moe high to the far side.
Bowen's 5th goal of the year. His career high is 6. That was back in his freshman season. He was a prolific scorer at East Grand Forks. As you said, much more of a penalty killer in the college ranks and hustle player, but having a great offensive season. Adams tries to dance through a couple defenders, but that one floats in on Moe, who covers up with 22 seconds remaining in the period. Once again, the Gophers get a little bit of push, and back comes North Dakota in waves.
Very interesting. If there's a place that could be a fly on the wall, it would be in the Gophers locker room this period, because they have 15 underclassmen playing, which not only allows but really requires Bob Motzko to really put on his teaching hat and try to mold how these players react to these adverse situations.
Marooney couldn't get the pass to the middle as Bernard Docker closed him off. Sorensen trying to dig that one out. Marooney is there.
Conversely,
at the end of the second period. Sorry, Ben.
The Fighting Hawks, they got 6 seniors, 5 juniors, 6 sophomores, 5 freshmen. Just a very sound group, top to bottom, leadership spread out in a normal fashion. And right now, they are a well-oiled machine. They are positioning themselves for a deep run in the playoffs. The Gophers have to do a better job of protecting that puck here in the third period if they want to start to push back.
Well, coming up in our second intermission, we'll take a look at how some former Gophers are faring in the pros. The current Gophers right now with a lot of work to do. Down 4 after 2.
Enjoy Gopher men's and women's hockey with Cub Family 4-packs. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorns, and 4 sodas, plus $5 off $50 at Cub. Go to gophersports.com/Cub Family 4-pack.
Work. There's all kinds. There's the work we do in the morning, the work we do in the dead of night, problem-solving, world-changing, mind-bending hard work. It's what drives us to lead the way, unwilling to quit. Because the work we do, it's bigger than us. It's work worth doing.
Steak sandwich. The two most vague words on any restaurant menu. What kind of steak? What are you trying to hide, restaurant? Arby's knows the exact cut of steak matters, which is why they chose the tender, juicy petite filet. It's so tender you could cut it with a spoon or a complimentary plastic knife. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hey everybody, Superstar Mike Morris here at the Star Lot at Dodge of Burnsville. I heard Adam Saban showing one of the customers a 12-inch screen on his Rebel. Let's check it out.
One push to the 12-inch navigation, one more to the climate controls, all on the 12-inch screen.
A 12-inch screen on these new Rams. You got to come down and see these trucks.
Right now, during Employee Pricing Plus, you can lease a 2019 Ram Warlock for an incredible $175 a month. Stop in or go to kingofram.com.
Every time you show up, every time you make your loyalties clear, and the moments that inspire you, and the ones that challenge your nerve, whether you're banging the glass or still learning the ropes, however you choose to be a fan, you make the game. And they make history. April 9th and 11th in Detroit, nothing beats the crowd. Visit ntaa.com/Frozen4 to get your tickets today.
This season, Fox Sports North brings you every single Wolves game.
Oh my God! How's the attack and the stuff?
All 82 games.
Wiggins, oh my goodness!
Wow! All streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
Oh, get that shot out of here!
Wolves basketball all season long on Fox Sports North and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Presented by Metro.
Sunday, the Wolves battle the Grizzlies on Fox Sports North Plus. Tomorrow, the Gophers battle North Dakota on Fox Sports North.
7-3 North Dakota after 2. Charlie Beatty, Ben Clymer, Bobby Boldig with you here on Fox Sports North as we take another look back at the last series these teams ever played when they were in the WCHA. After a tie on Friday night, the Gophers would win it late on Saturday night. That Saturday night game was part of Hockey Day Minnesota. Of course, single-day tickets for Hockey Day Minnesota and Minneapolis are on sale now. Events begin outdoors at Parade Stadium on Thursday, January 16th with a pair of girls' high school games. Friday night, check out a women's all-star game followed by an NHL alumni game. Saturday, celebrate Minnesota's hockey holiday with a pair of boys' high school games followed by WCHA women's hockey as the Gophers take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Get your tickets now, wild.com/hockeyday. Gophers in the professional ranks when we return. The college guys right now down 4 after 2.
Open man, there's a shot, they score! The Gopher hockey season is underway and tickets are available now, starting at just $20 a game. Walker going right in, he scores on a wonderful backhand. Get to 3M Arena at Mariucci and cheer on Minnesota's own maroon and gold all season long. There's Walker breaking up. He's got McLaughlin with him. There's a pass. It's out. He scores! Visit gophersports.com today for more information. Gopher Hockey, Minnesota's pride on ice.
When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your banker around when you're buying a home. Let Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants run with you stride for stride from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Franzen Bank Mortgages. Real people, real results.
Laura?
Hey, Dad.
Oh, Laura, what are you doing here?
I just want to do some laundry, take a shower. I want to use your water.
But Laura, you have your own water.
But Dad, it's not Connecticut water. It's great for my hair, my clothes, plus Bacon loves it.
A little fatherly advice, Laura. It's time to install your own Connecticut system.
Connecticut, better water flows from better thinking.
I just think that the idea of walking into a jewelry store for the first time can be really intimidating. I understand that, but they eliminate that stress level when you walk in here. If you're a first-time buyer, you're going to get value, you're going to get quality, and you're going to get a relationship that you will have for a long, long time. And you can't possibly match that anywhere else, I don't think, in the jewelry business in the Twin Cities.
Is this your card? Well, it could be your card during the Luther Tire event. This month, you'll receive a $100 Luther gift card when you buy 4 tires. Why get your tires at Luther? Our factory-trained experts match the perfect tire for your vehicle. Plus, you always get Luther's everyday low price guarantee. It's the Luther Tire event. Buy 4, get 100. Luther. Turns out the best place to buy a car is also the best place to buy tires. Find your nearest dealer at lutherauto.com.
It's just a dream. Go back to sleep.
I admire receivers who go across the middle. Franz and Bank's Dennis Welch will go across the middle for your small business. Ask Dennis about SBA financing today. Franz and Bank's an SBA preferred lender. Franz and Bank and Trust. Real people, real results.
Divided crowd here at 3 Marina and Mariucci, and the folks in green a little happier after 2 as the Fighting Hawks lead it 7-3. And welcome back in Ben Clymer. And Ben, taking a look at some of what the former Gophers are doing in the professional ranks. Some good numbers there. Brady Shea, Alex Goligoski, Blake Wheeler.
Yeah, Brady Shea finding a nice bit of chemistry with some other Gophers. Ryan Lindgren, Alex Goligoski, also pairing up with Phil Kessel. Blake Wheeler all by his lonesome. But unbelievable season he's been having. And also Rem Pitlick. Yes, Rem Pitlick, last year's leading point getter. 6 goals in 6 games in the AHL. Started to heat up at the end of the year. Played his first National Hockey League game for the Nashville Predators.
7-3 North Dakota. Back with more in just a moment on Fox Sports North.
The Spartans and Buckeyes face off. Then, the Wolverines collide with the Badgers. A Big Ten hockey doubleheader. Sunday on BTN and the Fox Sports app.
We build innovative trucks to serve the people who depend on them. Cabins to comfort. Power to do more. Now to say thank you, we're extending our employee pricing plus to everyone. What's right for the people who build your trucks is right for you. Welcome to the Ram Nation.
Well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic for $238 a month, or purchase and get 22% below MSRP on the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic.
Big news! Introducing Jiffy's new E6 Lightning with clean power. Easy starting with a squeeze of the throttle. Powered by a 6 amp-hour lithium battery, along with a high-torque motor that delivers superior drilling performance. Reverse drilling makes skimming holes a thing of the past. Jiffy's River Blade has longer life. Night lights offers safe drilling even in the dark. The new Jiffy E6 Lightning has everything covered.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Are your doors drafty and need maintenance? Then call your friends at Window Concepts now to upgrade your home with energy-efficient, maintenance-free entry and patio doors. Save 50% off installation with the purchase of a new entry or patio door, plus no interest for 18 months with payments as low as $50. Built to last and withstand the elements, our steel and fiberglass doors greet your guests with beauty and style.
Call Window Concepts at 1-866-844-9843 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
Tomorrow, the Gophers battle North Dakota on Fox Sports North.
Gopher Hockey on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. By CrankyApe.com. Why monkey around anywhere else? And by Window Concepts of Minnesota. For all your home improvement needs. Our second period stats. After 4 goals combined in the first period, the Chiefs put up 6 in the second period. North Dakota all over Minnesota here after 2. A 4-point night for Grand Mismatch. A goal and 3 assists. Jordan Kawaguchi, 2 goals and an assist. That second line for North Dakota has been fantastic. And again, we mentioned it after the first period. Mentioned again after the second period. 11 giveaways for the Gophers. And those have been very costly. Game 1, 2 periods in the books. North Dakota up 4 on Fox Sports North.
Like I said, this is a dipstick.
Dipstick. Since 1902, Carrier has been inventing new ways to make people comfortable. And today, we're thinking even bigger, thinking about the specifics of your home and how you live in it. What if you could control your home's energy usage with a fingertip? Or just let us do all the work for you? Well, what if is now what is. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Prism Clinical Research is seeking men and women 18 to 80 diagnosed with kidney disease for upcoming studies. Contact Prism Research for more information on this and all our studies.
Yes. Come on. Don't stop clapping now.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new pilot from the 2019 KBB.com Best Overall Brand.
That's all right.
Experience the excitement of wild hockey at XL Energy Center with the Fox Sports North Family Pack. Get 1 upper level ticket, 1 hot dog, 1 bag of chips, and 1 soda, starting at $45 for select games. Get your tickets now at wild.com/FSN.
Hey, Tom.
Sheila. Hey, don't take losing the Anderson business personally.
I resigned it, Tom. I guess they didn't tell you about their opossum problem.
I thought it was pronounced possum.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local boys and girls clubs. Great futures start here.
Eyes down. Head up. Tuck those elbows, kid. If your starting position is off, you're just going to be a mess. Hey, look at me now. 1, 2, 3, flip. It's a disaster.
Minneapolis, where North Dakota finds himself up 7-3 after 2 periods of hockey. I'm pleased to be joined by Ben Gordon. Coach, North Dakota seems to be transitioning very quickly. Was puck protection a key topic here in the intermission break?
You know what? North Dakota does a lot of things well, but tonight the one thing they're doing better than us right now is they're bending their knees and they're bringing effort, and we need to find it. We need to find it in the third period and try to swing some momentum. At the very least, we need to, try to grab the bull by the horns and get some momentum back for tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. Charlie.
love hearing what Ben Gordon has to say. We could do a Ben Gordon interview without volume and understand how he's feeling and what he wants his team to do. And I think that's awesome because he goes into the locker room, and I guarantee those players know exactly where they stand. Transparency is 1,000% with him. And you know, I also like what he said. It's pretty simple. Bend your knees, get in there, initiate battle. Why has Ben Myers scored a goal in this game? Why do I not find it shocking that he did? Because he competes very hard. He goes in battles, does bend his knees. And he will get rewarded in a game like this, a confrontational game.
Early face-off to the right. Adam Scheel. Won by Reedy, but Ranta overskating it. It's flipped back out to center by Mismash, who's had a great night. Mismash, another Minnesota player from Edina.
6 points coming in on the year. He's got 4 tonight.
And we've got a whistle here.
I believe it's going to be Colin Adams going to the penalty box.
It is Adams making that skate. The Brighton, Michigan native.
Dakota, 2 minutes
roughing the call, and the New York Islander prospect goes to the box, and the Gophers go on the power play.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the Gophers to try to start to claw back in, and it's really the stick and the careless nature of having that stick up high that pushes that across the edge in the official's mind.
Walker stumbling, able to maintain possession. Myers didn't get a lot on that. Nearly crossed up Scheel, however.
Yeah, off-speed pitch there. Tough for the netminder to track.
Big battle in the corner, and sending riding Walker off the puck.
And now the Gophers get 4 against 3 in that lower area early in this power play. It was 3 against 3. The Gophers not employing or deploying another member of their team to win that opportunity for possession.
Stucker across for Walker. No lane to shoot for him. There is one for Stucker. Myers on the rebound. That got through. It might have hit the post.
I think it actually caught the arm of Scheel.
You didn't know a whole lot about it.
Went down and spun all the way around.
Myers trying to go skate to stick. He falls over. And now here comes Pullman. Out with Weatherby. McLaughlin hustling back to make it a 2-on-2. And Stucker shuts down Pullman. And the Gophers can bust back out. Might be some tired legs behind the play for North Dakota, but McLaughlin couldn't hold possession. The Gophers will go for a change as Mo has it bounce on him behind the net. Able to swing it around for Johnson. All sorts of adventures all over the ice there for a few seconds.
We saw Sammy Walker essentially toe pick, but then able to maintain possession and move the puck. Looked like a bit of deception, kind of worked, and then all of a sudden you see another Gopher go down. Very little resistance around them.
Kierstead with a stretch pass for the speedy Bowen. He's in, and it's shrugged away by Mo. Nice save with that left arm.
Yeah, Mo way out of his goal crease there, testing the high-flying Dixon Bowen.
Now an icing on the power play for the Gophers, and that's not going to make Ben Gordon or any of the other coaches any happier. Another 13 seconds remaining on the power play.
Minnesota faces themselves with a defensive zone face-off on the power play. Second time we've actually had one of these on the Gopher power play in this game.
Reedy wins it cleanly away from Kawaguchi. Out comes Brodzinski. Reedy ahead of him, but Brodzinski's only option is back to Sampo Ranta. And the Gophers basically regrouping here, and they're going to run out of time on this power play as Brodzinski tips it in. 3 shots on that effort. Coming early, and nearly a bad turnover there. Good recovery by Weston Michaud, and out comes Kawaguchi now. Adams just out of the penalty box, finds the late man Frisch, but he couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, fortunate that Frisch was on his backhand there. Had it been a left-handed player, he could have corralled and released that puck.
Just holding in at the line is Pesky. Now Adams. Losing his stick, trying to knock the puck away was Nanny. So now a defenseman without a stick, and it's in the neutral zone. No chance he's getting it back.
Yeah, there's Sampo Ranta, gives him a stick.
Long shot. That one came from Bernard Docker, and it caroms oddly out in front. And it ends up actually being a hand pass against North Dakota because Adams took a wild swing at it, and the Gophers caught a huge break.
Yeah, big break with the player without a stick. Ranta goes back, collects a stick from Nanny, and a face-off will be in the neutral zone, which is another bit of fortune for the Gophers, who could have been in a precarious situation, a quasi-power play for the North Dakota Fighting Hawks.
Sorensen. And Marooney looking for a way out, and he does find Sorensen. Puck ricochets across to Zulsdorf, met by two green shirts as he walks to the line. Bernard Docker in the corner. Perbix going down to challenge him. Perbix with one of the goals tonight for the Gophers. Here's Zulsdorf out of the point, looking for a shooting lane, and it's swallowed up by Adam Shield. Well, Gopher Athletics is pleased to offer Black Friday ticket deals for men's hockey, women's hockey, men's basketball, and more. Get discounted seats to all home games in the second half of the season at 3M Arena in Mariucci, including Ohio State, Michigan State, and Michigan. Ticket deals are available at gophersports.com from now until December 2nd. Are you a Black Friday guy?
Cyber Monday, actually Cyber every day is at the Clymer household. Like Amazon comes to our house like it's where they live. It's crazy.
Stay home, don't get trampled. That's my. If I'm going to get trampled, it'll be at home by my son. And he will do that job. Here's Walker. Into the middle for Nelson. Pinto, he's ridden down to the ice by Burke, and from his stomach, swept it out to neutral. Here comes Weston Michaud. Dropped it off to the middle. Pinto is there. Gophers trying to stretch it out. Michaud knocked it down to the blue line. That prevented a breakaway for Walker. Burke hustling in, goes to the corner with Kierstead, and a big solid hit.
That's bending your knees right there. Nathan Burke getting involved.
Michaud, stick tied up by Walker, who's able to win the puck battle, trying to get it down low. Kierstead spins it out of trouble. Michaud here. Blake McLaughlin out at center. Drops off for Ryan Johnson, gets it back to McLaughlin, but again, Michaud hustling over, even at the end of his shift, able to get in front of McLaughlin. They'll try it again up this near side. This one's tipped in. Kierstead still out there for the Fighting Hawks.
Oh, deft little play there in the center ice area. A lot of confidence by Kierstead to bring it into the open ice.
Smith puts on the brakes, drops it down low for Hain. Brinkman and Hain, and Brinkman flung down to the ice. Now Pullman out at the blue line, goes across for Bernard Docker. Watched carefully by McLaughlin. Hain for Bernard Docker. Again, McLaughlin staying right with him and goes down to a knee to block the shot. Speaking of bending knee. Jackson Lacombe picked up his 8th assist of the year earlier tonight. McLaughlin hits Sendin. Gophers trying to change, and very complicated change once again. They nearly got caught with too many men. Second time we've seen that tonight. Ranta with a shot. Blocked down by Sticks in front. Myers spins behind the net. Tries to spin back away from Weatherby again. Flips it out to the blue line, but late coming off the bench there was Zulsdorf, and the Gophers have to regroup at center. And that's the thing. When you have to regroup at center against North Dakota, you may not get back in.
They've done a good job there of just maintaining presence in the neutral zone. The forwards moving up. It allows the defense really to be able to just field what is a funneled attack. And by funneled, I mean not in the interior of the ice. There, as you see Pullman take on Rady in a situation where he has somebody draped all over him. You're not going to beat a defenseman when you already have back pressure on you.
Gophers have 20 shots tonight, which is above the average of what North Dakota gives up. But they still feel like they've had to work about 3 times as hard to get opportunities here in this game as Zach Jan turns it out. Weatherby. Zulsdorf will chase this one down. Kawaguchi scored the first goal in each of the first 2 periods. No one scored here. 7 minutes and change into the third on either side. Mismatch in the corner along with Kawaguchi. Zulsdorf and Stucker, the defenders for the Gophers, turn back out to the point. Johnny Sorensen goes for a skate with Frisch. He'll dump it behind him and chase it down. Shield once again out to handle. Frisch up to the line. Staudiker trying to step up, but it's tipped out by Kawaguchi, and Ryan Johnson goes back with it. Johnson once again, confident stick handling in front of his own net with Kawaguchi right there. Now Joey Marooney. In Once again, the dump in for the Gophers. Frisch goes back to get it. Maroney with his legs churning gets there, but North Dakota works it back out one more time.
I heard from Bobby Bowick down at ice level that the coaches were preaching that if we're going to do one thing well in this third period, let's let it be our forecheck.
Flipped out to neutral, and he goes back for it defensively with Brinkman once again tonight. Up comes Sammy Walker, gets to the middle. Three green shirts collide. Nanny on the backside, and a great block by Frisch as Nanny waited maybe a second too long to let that one go.
Frisch releasing his defensive check and putting himself right in harm's way as Nanny could have really leaned into that one.
Nanny back with it one more time. Couldn't get it past Judd Caulfield. Caulfield gets it to the middle, and it's punched on net. They score. Jacob Bernard Docker makes it 8-3 North Dakota.
A lot to like about what Judd Caulfield does here, fighting off pressure and has his head up looking for that late trailer, and he hits. Bernard Docker with just a wonderful bit of timing, doesn't hold on to it very long, releases that puck very quickly.
Second straight game with a goal for Bernard Docker. Had one of the 2-1 overtime win over St. Cloud State on Saturday as the Gophers trying to come right back with it. North Dakota with 8 on the board. They scored first in all 3 periods. And they didn't have a whole lot of offensive attack in this third period before that, but they make you pay when they get one.
It doesn't take much, and they burst into an opportunity, and the timing of Bernard Docker's release there beats Mo on the way down. It's for you kids at home, that timing's so important. He didn't release it very hard. That wouldn't have beat a lot of Bantam goaltenders. However, the timing and how quick it was, very difficult for a goaltender to track. That a skill in itself, why he is a first-round draft pick of the Ottawa Senators.
Tyconic out with speed, looking for Hayne on the weak side, and a tip play by Johnson. Luckily, it wasn't on net as Mo was selling out toward the far post.
Yeah, but
Pesky, another stretch pass. Dixon Bowen trying to get around Stoddard, who sweeps it away from him. Comes to the near corner. Kierstad goes cross ice for Pesky again. Bumps to the middle for Dixon Bowen. He's ridden hard to the wall by Stoddard. 2 number 7s, Jan and McManus. Sort of rolls up right near the near post and then swept back out in front, or trying to anyway, was Weatherby. They do get it to the middle. Bowen's shot blocked by a sliding McManus.
I like that from Brendan McManus, a guy who's known to score goals, going down, blocking a shot. Could be extremely non-consequential, but nonetheless showing some leadership there.
Nothing else in a game that may be decided on the scoreboard. You want to see the effort stay up if you're a coaching staff.
And understand that, this isn't acceptable for what Bob Motzko is instituting as his ideologies, and he's going to make, some blunt assessments, I guarantee it, after this game and tomorrow morning. It makes me think of when Penn State came in town and had a very similar score at the end of the night. And I remember he's talking to us that there were 52 turnovers after that game that they went over. And he said, and we went over all 52, which, that you have to do when you have 15 underclassmen playing for you. Not fun at times, but it is how growth and how players improve upon the mistakes.
Bernard Docker, who scored the last one, ahead for Adams. 8:33 to go, and a long Friday night for the Gophers here. On their home ice.
Colin Adams again out there. Unbelievably consistent for a player who only had 7 points last year, and in this season, he has only been held off the score sheet 2 times. Only 7 points last year. He's been on the score sheet every single game except twice. And that is pretty impressive.
It wasn't just a down year last year. His first 2 years, Adams had 7 goals, 8 assists. He played 58 games, so really taking a big jump his junior year. And that's been part of the reason why North Dakota scored more. Here's another reason. Machad, who, of course, brought 30 points with him from Colorado College, which would have led the Fighting Hawks last year had he been on the roster.
Now, a couple times we've had some higher scoring grad transfers. Penn State we discussed. Also Northern Michigan. Becoming quite a trend.
Chopped at center by Lacombe, picked up by Kierstad. He ran into McLaughlin. McLaughlin ahead for Myers. The drop pass Brodzinski, and he fired high and wide. Good look there for Bryce Brodzinski.
Yeah, he got to have his head up and really pick his spot.
Back the other way comes Smith, and he does not miss. And it's 9-3.
A lot of smiles on one side of Mariucci's ice, not so much on the other. And Charlie, at some point you're rubbing salt in the wound here, and you're risking really finding out how much a team might want to come back and get you. You're providing them a lot of material to buckle down, and you might say, hey, we just scored 9 against the team. We don't care. However, it's a prideful bunch that you're going to play every single night as Johnson is upended. Holy.
That big hit by Gavin Hain. And now comes McManus. Run off by Sendin, trying to go back out to the point with it. Stepping up nicely was Johnson. That one's flipped in and then just dropped right back out again by Adam Shield. Chant coming from the North Dakota fans who are here in good numbers. Stoddicker and Johnson back in their own end. Now Reedy. Sorensen. And do that much work just to get to the red line. Then had it knocked away. Lucky to get it back. Gophers will try the other side with Robbie Stucker. That one goes up into the crowd. Well, we step aside one more time as Cole Smith makes it 9.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. For a limited time, lease a sporty new 2019 Toyota RAV4 for just $199 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You are ready now. Discovery isn't just over the horizon. It's in everything you do. Because excellence is a habit. And great ideas don't come ready-made. So bring your work ethic, bring your ambition. This is work worth doing, worth searching, worth knowing. This kind of work is for leaders. This kind of work is for you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Audra Martin with your Mall of America Studio Sports Update. Who needs Black Friday shopping when you have Black Friday hockey? It's a buy one, get one free here on Fox Sports North, starting with the Ottawa Senators in town to take on the Wild at 2:30. And that's all followed up by some college hockey as the North Dakota Fighting Hawks are in town to take on the Golden Gophers. Catch that game at 7 o'clock right here on Fox Sports North.
Fortuitous timing on that trip for the Ottawa Senators with 3 of their own prospects on the ice for North Dakota. The Gophers have their 3rd goalie in of the night as Justin Close comes in for the final 5:50 and change. Zach Jan muscling his way up the wall. He's battles with Joey Marooney. Brinkman goes to the corner. Stucker throwing a hit. Close trying to clamp his glove down on that puck. Held in by Kierstead. 4 Hawks in the zone, only 2 Gophers. That one thrown right through the blue paint. Gophers almost got caught leaving early there as Marooney does get it out to center and finds Perbix. And tomorrow night the Gophers will have to dust themselves off and come back. We've seen it before. You mentioned the Penn State series. They were able to come back Saturday night with a better effort. Friday night this weekend.
A lot of similarities to how the Fighting Hawks have been able to find offense this season. Penn State year in, year out. Guy Godowski has just been unbelievable with his offensive numbers since he's taken over some 8 years ago. Biggest key here is what are you able to take out of this game as a learning so it doesn't happen again. If I'm Bob Motzko and I'm able to have that happen, I can stomach this and move on. If there are further games like this that you don't learn from something like that, Bob's going to start to make changes. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation with how many underclassmen he's playing and the players that aren't. Also wonder, I mean, at this point, who starts the net Saturday? Does Close get his first start? Does Mo come back?
Drop pass Brodzinski. That goes wide. McLaughlin from a bad angle. Couldn't get it on target. Stretch pass here. Smith might be able to run onto it. Close thought about coming out. Now changes his mind, and he's lucky to get back in the net. That's tough to do when you've been sitting for 54 minutes.
I mean, you hear a coach talk about losing a player when they have a lot of penalties, and he's just sitting there and not able to get into that flow, let alone a netminder that's been sitting since warm-up that ended at, call it 6:30.
Frisch regroups. Centering feed. And going back to what we were just talking about, we knew this young a team, there were going to be some nights where lumps were taken against especially a lot of experienced groups like a Penn State, like a North Dakota, like a Minnesota Duluth.
This one has a little bit of a different ambiance to it, shall we say, given the history, given the anticipation, given the fact that we're playing hockey on Thanksgiving, frankly, and that there are a ton of eyeballs on this game. This will be one that I guarantee that, Bob Motzko uses some choice words tomorrow morning to discuss exactly what we heard from both of the assistant coaches, talking about winning more individual battles, talking about bending their knees and engaging.
Close has to make a save on the shot that came from Jasper Weatherby. We'll step aside one more time. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Gophers trailing.
Tomorrow, the Gophers battle North Dakota on Fox Sports North.
Friday, the Wild battle the Senators on Fox Sports North.
Gerton's fresh Christmas trees. Fraser, Balsam, and Majestic Fir Christmas trees at Gerton's. Best selection, perfect for your home. We add a fresh cut, bundle, bale, and secure it to your vehicle. Bring home the tradition of fresh Christmas tree from Gerton's.
The Wolves battle the Grizzlies on Fox Sports North Plus.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you. It's a very happy Thanksgiving night here for the traveling North Dakota fans. Highest goal total for them of the season. They had put up 7 in a game. They'd put up 8 in a game. Now they have 9. And again, a team that was very much offensively challenged a year ago. Not looking like it here in 2019-20.
Crazy to think they only have 2 freshman forwards in the lineup. Joey Marooney fight for that puck. That's what the Gophers need to. Yeah, Joey's not going to take a single inch from any one of those Fighting Hawks. He pushes back. He's looking at Matt Kierstead, the Elk River native.
He was trying to come in and make a play around Kierstead. It looked like there was a bear hug on him.
The officials not motioning. There will be any repercussions for after whistle antics.
Faceoff will come outside the zone. And Johnny Tyconic nearly lost an edge. He takes a hit from Burke. 2 minutes remaining in this one, and the Gophers will try to regroup once again and come back for the Friday night game, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Same time, same place, as Close fights off a shot. The Gophers, hopefully wildly different results. As I mentioned, this has been the ugliest of the games so far this year for this young team, and a lot to learn from and grow from. And with the Gophers taking some of these lumps here, playing these big teams, progress will look like when they come into these Friday night games and take it to one of these teams. They have not done that yet. And that's how you know this team has grown, but we'll see when that happens.
There was a step in the first half of that Penn State game that essentially Penn State, after about 30 minutes of the game, took a step back, reevaluated, and got back to what they were doing on Friday. So there was some momentum. Tomorrow we're going to see if there is more, but more importantly in the future, if we just don't have these types of games, we'll know that growth has happened with this team.
Wadzinski along the near side wall with 40 seconds remaining. Matt Stoddicker, pocket pick by Sendon. A tough night for the Stoddicker-Johnson pairing. Right now it's Stucker and Stoddicker out there.
Looks like we're going to finish the game with this third line. Sendon, Haynes, Smith, 3 Minnesotans on that third line. Have to be awfully proud of what they were able to accomplish. An impressive feat by Brad Berry's North Dakota Fighting Hawks. They came in the number 3 team in the nation, and so far, Charlie, I'd have to say the most impressive team we've seen year to date. It pains me to say that as a Gopher alumni, but nonetheless, we'll pay credit where credit is due. They played a hard-fought game. They were the better team. They did bend their knees as Coach Ben Gordon was critical of the Gophers, and I guarantee it's going to be a long night for these Gopher players as their heads hit the pillows, but they will wake up, and we will have an opportunity to learn about this Gopher team. It'll be a fun one to see, especially that first period. What do you get out of them in the first 5 minutes? And who's going to be in goal? 2 great questions. We'll have an answer for you tomorrow at 7.
That we will, as the Gophers didn't have a whole lot of answers for North Dakota tonight. 9 on the board past 2 different Gopher goalies, though all 3 played in the game tonight. The first game here in Mariucci between these 2 teams in 3 years goes all North Dakota's way. Back to wrap it up on Fox Sports North.
We build innovative trucks to serve the people who depend on them. Cabins to comfort. Power to do more. Now to say thank you, we're extending our employee pricing plus to everyone. What's right for the people who build your trucks is right for you. Welcome to the Ram Nation.
Well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic for $238 a month, or purchase and get 22% below MSRP on the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic.
Prism Clinical Research is seeking men and women 18 to 80 diagnosed with kidney disease for upcoming studies. Contact Prism Research for more information on this and all our studies.
Enter the Fox Sports North Hockey Day Minnesota 2020 poster contest. One grand prize winner receives admission to a wild home game, an HDM Cozy Kit, and a chance to have your poster recognized on air during Hockey Day Minnesota.
Don't miss Menards' huge Black Friday sale. Doors open at 6 a.m. Hurry in for best selection. This Crescent 170-piece professional tool set is just $59.99 after rebate. Choose from a Masterforce 6-piece cutting pliers set or 5-piece group slip joint plier set, $11.99 each. Save 75% on a Miracle Leg Pillow, only $4.99 each. Dove bath sets are just $7.47 each during Menards' huge 6-hour Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends noon Friday.
Save big money at Menards.
Okay,
Grand Casino has this amazing Grand Harmony Spa.
Yeah, that's where we decide to have our book club.
I mean, it's not like we read the book.
So we decide to not read the book and indulge.
And have fun.
And somebody got lucky. Cha-ching! Next month, the book is Jane Austen.
We're not reading that either.
No.
Grand Casino. Let your story begin.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. For a limited time, lease a sporty new 2019 Toyota RAV4 for just $199 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
9-3 the final for North Dakota in the opener. A green wave coming at the Gophers here on this Thanksgiving night. Our story of the game brought to you by Grand Casino, and every stat category going North Dakota's way, 36-21 in shots on goal. More physical than the Gophers tonight. And, of course, a huge advantage in the scoring chances, and that's why North Dakota scores a season-high 9 goals. Grant Mismash leading the way with a goal and 3 assists. 2 goals and an assist from Jordan Kawaguchi. Well, that will do it from the University of Minnesota, where the Fighting Hawks win. Final score 9-3. Our next broadcast tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against North Dakota right here on Fox Sports North. So for Bobby Bowling, Ben Clymer, and our entire Fox Sports North crew, I'm Charlie Beatty saying good night and a very happy Thanksgiving to you from 3M Arena in Mariucci, where the Gophers lose to North Dakota 9-3.
Work. There's all kinds. There's the work we do in the morning. The work we do in the dead of night. Problem-solving, world-changing, mind-bending hard work.